Jay here. I'm here to bring you a review on Dragon Ball Super episode 29, English dubbed. Okay, at the beginning of this episode, it goes to Champa and Vatos and Goku and Beerus and Whis, and they're still standing like in the room where Champa and Beerus fought in the last episode. And Champa starts saying, why don't they have like the competition on some nameless planet that that he knows about that has like barely any light, because Vatos is like it barely has like a little sun that gives it light. And then I guess Champa was like, yeah, we're just gonna have it there anyways. Then like Champa starts saying, I'm gonna lay down the rules. Then fucking Goku like slides in like and ends her up like Champa, and he's like, why don't we have the same rules as like the World Martial Arts Tournament? So Goku starts telling him the rules, like there's a out of bounds, like you step out of bounds, you're out, and then Champa agrees to like have them rules inside the little tournament they're having. After that, Champa said that be ready in 5 days. Well, he said something else, but we like translated it and said that it's gonna be in 5 days. So then he took his leave. Then he threw Goku an egg, like the last egg he had, and Goku caught it. And then Goku said thank you to Champa. So moving on after Champa left, it goes to Goku and Vegeta, and they're talking to each other, saying like they wonder who Beerus is gonna pick like to fight like inside the tournament and everything. And while they're like talking to each other, they take off the one suits they've been wearing and shit. And when they take them off, the suits are like sinking into the ground. And they continue to talk, and the suits are still sinking into the fucking ground. Like, it was crazy how heavy they were. Like, how the fuck were Goku and Vegeta walking? Then Beerus comes out and tells Goku and Vegeta, let's go, because I guess they're going to Earth to see if Bulma can locate the Super Dragon Ball. Once they're on Earth, they start telling Bulma like what's going on and how they have to locate the Super Dragon Ball, and she's like pissed, saying like freaking out, like, how'd you get yourself into this? Like, I guess they told her about if they lose they have to give up the Earth, so she was panicking about that too. And I guess Beer said something about her, like at least she came in handy and shit, and she didn't take that, so she just fucking hit Beerus on the head, and he was gonna get pissed, but then he was like, I'll let it slide, because she spoke of an idea like, why don't you summon Shinron and ask him where the Super Dragon Ball is? So then Beerus tells Vegeta, like, go get the Dragon Balls, and like he just like goes fast as fuck, like looks fucking, I don't know, like a bellboy. Just jumps up real quick and blasts off in the sky, gets the Dragon Radar, and just blasts off in the sky to go look for the Dragon Balls. So moving on after that, it goes to Vatos, and she's like, doing that one beam thing where she travels in, like, I guess, I don't know, light or beam, whatever. Whis can do it too, and that's how he travels with Beerus. Anyways, she's in that travel thing. I don't know what you call it or whatever, but, and she's like, I don't know where to hide these Super Dragon Balls, and they're in back of her. And when she gets to, like, I guess the nameless planet, it shows the Super Dragon Balls, and they're the size of fucking planets. They're fucking huge. Huge. Like, they're next to the fucking nameless planet, and they're just the same size or even bigger. The Super Dragon Balls are fucking huge. So after they like revealed the big ass Super Dragon Balls, they start building like the stage for the tournament or whatever. Like they build the stage, they put an atmosphere, oxygen, session stands because of Ciampa's fat ass. But anyways, mostly everything, stands, everything, and they just set it up, just set up everything. So after that, it goes back to Earth, and Bulma's summoning Shinron. And when they summon Shinron, they ask him to locate the Super Dragon Ball, and I guess it's not in his power because he wasn't like able to. Because like he said that space is too big and he can't reach to other universes or whatever. So he wasn't no help. So Beerus was like, "You're a useless dragon," and I guess he got offended, and then he just took his leave. Then after, like just as Shinron left, Goku remembered that he had to bring King Kai back to life because he killed him when he took Cell back in Dragon Ball Z to his planet and he exploded. Anyways, Goku forgot to make that wish, and then it showed King Kai, and King Kai was like flipping out like, "Oh, I can't believe he didn't do it." So it's been like overnight, and I guess it's the morning, and it goes to Vegeta, Bulma, and Goku. And Goku's like surprised that Bulma invented the Super Dragon radar overnight. And like Bulma starts freaking out like about like what Beerus said. And she starts remembering what Beerus said, and like it shows like a flashback before like Beerus left Earth. And Beerus was like, if he made the wish, maybe he'd like wish for the annihilation of the whole universe. And then Goku and Vegeta were like on the sideline, like you wouldn't have nothing to eat, and it would be born in just a universe of nothingness. And Beerus was like, maybe you're right. And then before he took his like leave or whatever, he looked like an evil way at Bulma, and I guess that scared her. So going back to like before the flashback, it goes to her like saying she doesn't trust Beerus, so she's gonna find the Super Dragon Balls in this universe before Beerus does. So and then Vegeta and Goku are trying to get to her and tell her like Beerus wouldn't do that, he was just playing, and that if you respect him, he wouldn't do nothing. If you disrespect him, then he'll do something. Then it showed a flashback of like the Battle of Gods arc where he fought Boo because Boo like disrespected him and everything. And then it goes back to, you know, the present, and Goku and Vegeta was just wasting their time because Bulma wasn't even there like when they're talking. She just walked away. So it goes to Bulma, and Bulma starts calling somebody, and Vegeta's like, "Who are you calling?" And she's like, "My sister." So then it goes to some sister of Bulma, her sister. Like, what the fuck? She has a sister? So and then it goes to her sister, and her name is Tights, and she's telling her sister to locate Jocko and to tell him to come to Earth because she needs his help. So she calls Jocko, and Jocko's doing some weird shit with some rocks and shit. And she tells Jocko that her sister needs her, Bulma. And at first Jocko's like, "Yeah, tell her I'm busy." But then she heard him over the phone. And then Bulma threatened him with Vegeta, and he got scared and jumped in his ship and just blasted off to Earth. Then it goes back to Bulma, and she's like, "There you go, that take care of that. So I'm gonna go look for the Super Dragon Balls, and you guys can do whatever you want. You guys, why don't you guys just go train?" And they're like, "Okay, just be careful." And they were gonna walk off, and then Bulma was like, "Hold on, you haven't tested this freaking Super Dragon radar." And they're like, "Whoa, And then they test it out, and they're like, what the hell? It's not picking up nothing. And Bulma's like, well, there's a thing with this Super Dragon Ball radar or whatever. You have to be at the center of the universe for it to pick up a location of the Super Dragon Balls. And Goku was like, how long would that take? Like, to get to the center of the universe? She's like, it matters on the ship. And Goku was like, as long as that doesn't get in the way of our tournament. And Bulma was like, you care about the tournament more than the universe's fate? And Goku was like, the universe will be fine. Just, I want to meet this Monica guy. Then the episode ended. So this episode was like, you know, a slice of life episode where they have to locate stuff, where they have to pick fighters. You know, it's just basically a leading up episode. So this episode was cool. It gave me like, what the fuck? Bulma has a sister, and her name is Tights, and she looks just like Bulma's fucking mom. What the fuck? She never appeared in Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball. I don't know. Anyways, I'm Jay, and this is my review on Dragon Ball Super, episode 29, English dub. Thank you for watching.